The 5-minute story of my life. I was born on the floor in the hall of a nursing home, as I recall. Labour pains intermitting, my mother sat knitting, taking no notice at all. I was not the first child, you see, but the second. Soon there'd be 3. So Mum didn't hurry to the nursing home or worry about getting there in time for me. A man passing by was hailed, upon whom my granny prevailed. "There's no time to lose, you cannot refuse. Drive my daughter to the nursing home," she wailed. That was February the 9th, 59, a Monday. The weather was fine. The date was auspicious. My grandmother's wishes were granted. He didn't decline. They arrived at the nursing home door, just in time for my berth on the floor. The stranger, faint-hearted, at top speed, departed, didn't offer to do any more. I suppose I was then put to bed, comforted, clothed, and fed. My granny ecstatic, my mother phlegmatic. There was plenty of time left, she said. I'll skip over the early years, the suffering, the pain, and the tears. When you're one of 7, life is not heaven, but insecurity, jealousy, fears. Did I mention that life was cruel? At 5 I was sent to school. 12 years I endured, never quite inured to my schoolmates' tyrannical rule. But then life was good to me. As a student I soon fell free. How I blossomed and bloomed. My friends, they assumed that I never would leave UCD. They were right, but I'm jumping ahead. Student life's our topic instead. The clubs and societies in all the varieties, the long nights, the mornings in bed. And hill walking at the weekends with my resolute mountainy friends. Through the bogs, across heather, whatever the weather, no need to study its trends. How I loved those walks in the hills, back to basics, a life without frills. Walk 6 hours in the rain, then 2 pints of plain. That's how mountaineers get their thrills. Though I didn't drink at the time, just a glass of tap water and lime. No Guinness, no whiskey, no wine, far too risky for a girl in her hill-walking prime. A year out's a good thing, they say. So to Freiburg I went away, to study, to frolic, to read and to rollick, paid for by the day. The best thing I've ever done. Southern Germany, the snow and the sun. When you're 19 and footloose, fancy-free and let loose, it's hard to avoid having fun. But the good times, they couldn't last. The year raced by far too fast. Soon Dublin was beckoning, and then I was reckoning with final exams, which I passed. I decided to do an MA. No more time for frolics or play. Philosophers divine, such as Wittgenstein, held me enthralled every day. Still, the German life, I missed it. To get back there, help was enlisted. Another town by a border I thought was in order, unless my sponsors insisted on Frankfurt am Main. But no, they said I could choose where to go. I selected Constance, on a whim, just by chance. The rest of the story you know. In Constance I read Habermas, in Velmer's doctorate class. Though others were weary of his discourse theory, I considered their judgments too crass. His pragmatics make good sense to me. I embarked on a PhD on his always insightful, though rarely delightful, writings on validity. In the meantime, in Constance I met, at a Scots-Irish céilí, a set of Celtophile Germans, horse Holgers and Hermans, though I wasn't quite ready yet to dance to their Celtic tune. Then Martin arrived, and soon the time was ripe to dance a hornpipe with him by the light of the moon. Now Martin and I were a pair, wedding bells were in the air. Our parents were happy, they said, make it snappy, but Martin and I didn't care. We took 4 years to tie the knot, for we couldn't decide on what family name to choose. Neither wanted to lose their name in a communal pot. Cook or Souter, what should it be? A joint name, 1, 2 or 3. Cork, Soot or Cooter, Glusroher or Scooter, until finally we came to agree. I'd be Cook, he'd be Souter, and then we decided on a name if and when a Souter Cook baby arrived, and then maybe it could later on change it again. That baby decided to wait. What's the hurry, it thought. I would hate to be born on the floor near a nursing home door. I think I'd much rather be late. There's plenty of time left, it said, its grandmother's words in its head. Thus it waited 8 years, ignored jokes and the jeers, and was born in a nice warm bed. That baby is now 23, our treasure, the store Macree. With Marty, my friend, life companion to the end, willing even to swim in the sea. I've passed over plenty of things, my work and the pleasure it brings, its strain and its stresses, the email excesses, my dread of the phone when it rings. Did I mention that life is tough? Yes, I've bored you quite long enough, so I'll end with a hearty thanks for coming to the party, which I hope you enjoy very much. This poem is Wines and Wens, a last word to absent friends. Maeve wishes you'd been here for the happiness, the cheer, and her love and good wishes she sends.